And welcome all. It is Conversations with Cornelius with the life coach, Cintoria Franklin. Hey, y'all. I met her on TikTok and she does amazing things on TikTok. She is a podcaster. She is a life coach. She's a daughter. She's a Chicagoan. Can we say it that way? A Chicagoan from the South Side. But she lives in Tennessee, and we're grateful to have her on Conversations with Cornelius. So if we was in church, I would say after the next selection from the choir, the next voice you will hear is that of Miss Cintoria Franklin. But since we're not in church and we're just us in our own regular clothes, Cintoria, welcome to the show. And I'm grateful and thankful that you're here.
Well, thank you for having me.
Well, you're so welcome. I'm loving the hairdo. It pops when you make your videos. They pop. As a matter of fact, I'm about to go to your TikTok now and pull up some videos from Cintoria because she always has some lovely, catchy phrases that I love to hear. This one.
Let me tell you something. I love it.
You out here killing everything. You killing the game, baby. Don't you stop. Don't you stop.
You killing the day, baby. You killing the day, baby. Don't you stop. So we got all of her TikTok things going on, her Instagram, and I'm gonna let you tell them, Cintoria, where to follow you at. And I'll give you that privilege to do that now. What is your TikTok? What's your Instagram? Or what other social media platforms can they follow
all the
you?
social media platforms, you all can follow me at Cintoria Franklin. I keep it simple and sweet. Follow me by my name, my brand, Cintoria Franklin.
Your name, your brand, just like Louis Vuitton is a brand and a name, so is Cintoria Franklin.
Yes, that's it. That's it.
Right. Like Rolls Royce is a name and a brand, so is Cintoria Franklin. Huh? Right or wrong?
That name carry weight.
That's right. All of that carries weight. And I'm glad you in the space that you in. So let me just pause and ask, how did you get to the place where you wanted to be an influencer?
Man, it really came naturally. Like, of course, everybody has a story, and of course, I have one, right?
Mm-hmm.
And literally, it flows. It just flowed how God wanted it to. You know what I mean? Just to be honest with you, due to conversations like this, overcome obstacles. You know what I mean? It was my purpose and my vision. It was my identity. Yeah.
Purpose, vision, identity. Purpose, vision, identity.
Woo.
I love it. Purpose, vision, identity.
Yeah.
A lot of people go through life without discovering their purpose.
Yeah.
Secondly, they go through life without a vision, and they go through life losing identity.
Yeah.
It seems like in our childhood gave us more identity than it did in our adulthood. At least we had the imagination ability, or the imaginability. We just make up a word. You hear me? you as a child, as a child, you thought purpose, you thought vision. You had, you imagine things. You had identity. But when life starts lifing, when life starts lifing, we lose our purpose, our vision, and imaginability. So I know there's been some great moments in your life, and all of the moments have been great and been destined for you to come out of on this side. Your top 3 defining life moments that just made you come to the realization that this is my purpose.
Oh, that's easy.
That's what talk to was.
Surviving depression, domestic violence, and suicide. 3.
Hold the book up. Hold the book up. Hold the book up. No, you're not gonna do that. Let me see the book. What? There it is. Now, how can we pick that up? Because people are gonna watch this, and they need to know, how do we get the story of surviving depression? Oh, you're all right. That's all right. Y'all. You good. Surviving depression.
That's what editing is for, right?
Yeah. All of that. Talk to us. Because I'm big on what you just said.
So you're gonna catch this on my link. I was actually updating it tonight, and I will share this with you all, so you all definitely could have it. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if they go to your TikTok, will they be able to find it there?
Yeah, I'll put the link on the TikTok. Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm actually updating everything right now as we speak.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Surviving those three things has given you purpose,
Yes.
has given you vision, and
Yes.
given you a new identity.
Yes. Yes.
And I know, because now that I know that you walk in spaces where you see that in young ladies and people in general, because anything we've been through, we can see. We can just spot it. Like, you can
Right.
just see it
Yeah.
from a mile away. You can walk through the street, Kroger's, Target. Oh, that girl is depressed, because you've been there. You
Yeah.
know what it looks like.
Yeah. Yeah. And here's the thing, like, the most happiest people can send you some difficult vibes for you to capture. You know what I mean? Like, and what I say about that, because a lot of people that have been the most happiest have been the ones that commit suicide. You know what I mean? Or sometimes the ones that deal with depression. So mental health sometimes don't have a face. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So you just have to ask those important questions. How are you? You know what I'm saying? How are you? No matter what gender you are, man or woman, you have to ask those important questions. How are you? Because man, it was a rough path, and I had to identify the barriers that was causing me not to be the best version of me.
That's good.
And
I like
had
that.
I had to identify those things. In order for me to identify those, I had to understand the vision that God was showing me for my future, what it looks like, because it wasn't about the now, right? It was about what He was preparing me for. So I had to focus on that. That was my vision, right? And my identity was a part of that vision, because it was my story was changing.
Right.
My story was changing. God was showing me my image, my identity, who I was as a leader, as an overcomer. You get that question asked so many times by just people in general to leaders, or people who's about to be leaders, like, what do you see yourself? How do you see yourself in 2, 3 to 5 years? I always see myself, like, real talk. I still got my journal based on this book. I still got my journal when I was like 11 years old. Like, I have always seen myself. I've written about it. Like, God showed me things because I had like a heart to believe. I was a young girl with faith already. You see what I'm saying? So, like, I already knew it because God was presenting Himself because of the little faith I had. You feel me?
The great faith. How about that? The big faith. You had big faith. Back then, you had some big faith. So you are in this space now where you can share your story. What got you to that place and that space where you said, okay, Cintoria, we're going to share it now? Because a lot of people are ashamed to share, but what they fail to realize, there's strength in sharing. So what got you to that place where you said, hey, you know what? I cannot walk around not sharing this.
Man, what got me to the place when I found out that I was the stuff. Because here's the thing. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's why I love rocking this shirt. Hold boundaries, not grudges. This is for my girl, the conflict chick. Having mentors in my life, but check this out though. Like, I just knew, like, I was a person. I'm gonna just keep it plain and simple. I used self-harm for years to identify my pain and to understand. Like, I tried to understand what is it that I'm experiencing, because I went through a lot of my life, right? And that was my story, because that past story of then is not my now. You understand what I'm saying? But I had to love myself more each day to know that I am not my scars. I am not my past. I am none of that. You know what I mean? I'm an overcomer in so many ways. And I always believe that fear has no room in my life to remove my gifts that God has presented to me. You know what I mean? Oh, a challenge? Oh, shoot, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, you up for it. that Capricorn. See,
Let's go.
let
A
me tell
challenge.
y'all. Let me tell y'all. Let me tell y'all. She's
Yeah.
like me, and I'm like her. We're both Capricorns. So the moment we face that, see that obstacle or that opportunity, we head first. That's the
Yeah.
that. Listen, if the Capricorns have
Man.
one flaw, we head first when we see that challenge. We head first, all in,
All in. Get
all
somebody like me on your team. I always say that.
yeah.
Get somebody like me. Real
So
talk.
you get to a place, and we're not going to discuss those other places right now. And this will be 2, 3, or 4 times because I want to get you first to face while we in studio looking at each other. You know what I'm saying? The energy is totally different.
Yeah.
You get to a place in your life where you get comfortable sharing. Now you have a book. What made you write the book?
I'm gonna tell you this. I've been writing that book since I was a kid. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But one of the things, it was a constant reminder that I'm gonna write a book. That I'm gonna write a book. Because it developed from the journal. That's always pushed the whole idea to women and men.
Okay.
Journal. Write those ideas down. Because we never know what God, his intentions are with us, jotting down our goals, our ideas, our pain, our good times. We never know what God is setting us up for. It led me to I mean like my story, my pain, my everything led me to write this book because I knew if I was going through it, somebody else got to be going through something similar.
Mm-hmm.
And I just knew I had to get it out because if I didn't, I felt like I was going to explode. Real talk. Because a lot of times we hold so much on the inside and we become selfish because we're not exposing it because we have that old don't tell your business, don't let it out the house. It's our
Right.
business or deal, whatever.
What goes on in the house
Stays in the house. And that's what's killing majority of our minority people in the first place. We going to the grave with it.
Yeah.
And I just refuse to hold on to that type of cycle. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm like, oh, heck, I'm not dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? Because why? I knew my boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
I knew what I could take and I knew what I couldn't take. I couldn't take being cried anymore. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't do it.
So you get to a place, you've been writing 11 years old up until your present. You finally publish. When you published that book, that was a major milestone. What did you feel like when you was like, wow, it's finally published? Like Cintoria, you did that thing. Like,
man, I couldn't believe it. Like I'm gonna tell you something. The first shipment of books was already sold out. It was already sold out. It was already sold. Like people was buying from Chicago, Atlanta, Florida. People was buying books everywhere, and you never realize how much support you have until you put a product or a service out there. And that's that's a hint to anybody who don't believe in themselves. Put something out there. You'll be surprised who's gonna support you. Majority is gonna surprise you that it's gonna be coming from strangers.
Right.
But it felt good. It felt good because I felt like I released something.
Mm-hmm.
I shared a part of me with people who may have not known something about me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And we still don't know. Well, a lot of us still don't know
everything. Yeah, you'll never know everything about it.
Right. Listen, there are some things that's a God thing. It's a you thing and a God thing. It's not for anybody else. That's what's your shirt say? Boundaries, not grudges.
Yeah. Fact.
Now, is that one of your colloquialisms or expressions of somebody else? I like that shirt.
This is one of my mentors. She go by the conflict chick.
Okay.
And I rock it because it just makes so much sense. You know what I'm saying? It just makes so much sense. It just sometimes you need that reminder, even from mentors, because I always say a mentor needs a mentor, a leader needs a leader. You know what I mean?
Yes,
it's
impossible I believe in that.
To make it out here. I don't care what title you may have or what position you may have in your life. We all, as leaders, have to have a time with someone that we could trust. Like, man, this ain't working out. So tell me what you know what I mean? Like, what better route should I go with this journey? You know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you've written a book, you've journaled, you get on social media, you're now considered an influencer. Glory be to God.
Glory be to God.
What from TikTok is a new thing to me. Thank God for TikTok. I'm gonna maximize my opportunities on TikTok. Let me just say that. Uh, what was the draw for you to get on TikTok?
Man, like most, it was an outlet. When you see the trend, it was like, oh, this is fun. But I seen it as a little bit different from most. Like, I seen like people who didn't look the same, people that had disabilities, people that, especially during COVID when they were stuck in the house and they needed an outlet to express. So it was for me like, oh, this is fun. It's like a release of endorphins, especially when you're doing it in a positive way. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And so I'm about like sharing positivity, you know, and I have a big personality. So I'm about like, what's up? You know what I mean? That's the type of personality I got. I could walk into a room full of people and brighten up somebody's day. That's the type of personality I have. But my goal is to actually share my nuggets with people, you know. People call me all the time asking for advice or just opinion. I'm the one that never just I want to force my opinion on anybody. I don't think that's a correct way of doing it, you know.
Right.
But I just want to share nuggets and make people smile. And my goal is to grow the platform and to really share what I do and in my life as a coach, as a mother, as a nonprofit leader. Those are the things that I want to share my platform with, even for people that may have questions like, let me show you, even through my mistakes, what I've done. You know what I mean? So I know I can't prevent all your steps along the way, but I can surely tell you what it felt like, because I don't mind sharing that. You know what I mean?
Yes. Let's switch gears. And I can see now, me and you probably could do a 2-hour podcast with no problem. I can see it. I already know it. So we going to shift gears and do these a couple of more times. You have an LLC, you just said.
Mm-hmm.
You're a nonprofit. What brought you to the nonprofit area or arena?
All right. So I've been in a nonprofit due to my entrepreneurship. It led me to the nonprofit. Again, being in abusive relationships, but I was a hairstylist, right? And I was always rocking the hair. I could do some hair, baby. But I was rocking some hair. But I noticed one thing. I noticed my clients was going through some stuff. I was going through some stuff. And I said, you know what? I want to share some knowledge with some women who going through similar things. And literally, I prayed by the name, and God gave me Pastor Beauty because I was a hairstylist, a Pastor Beauty to women. And I promise you, like, it grew bigger than I thought it was gonna. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you get like you start saying, you're like, wow, I ain't know. You know what I mean? So that what makes it unique, because you don't know. You don't know what God's intention is. So I'm privileged even to have those ideas, but that's how I started. And I tapped into many, many things being a visionary. I'm just one of
And
those.
you're still tapping. That's the thing about being
I'm
a
still
visionary.
tapping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're still tapping into many, many things. And we're grateful for that. So pass the beauty.
Yes.
Pass the beauty. Wow. And you're passing it. On one of your TikToks, she's like, they sleeping on you, wake up or something. The vision, or it was when I'm trying to find it. It was a good one too. I was like, I'm gonna play that one. I'm gonna play this one. As a matter of fact, this one of these got 5,274 views.
Oh. Oh wow.
Yeah, let me see.
Wait. There's a big one. This is a big one. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all listen. Here it go. You ready for the next one? Pray. Take everything that you've written down. Now go pray over it. Go ask God to show you what it really means when you see it on that sheet of paper. Go pray. I'm serious. Go pray. Go pray. Wait.
Listen at you. You was just like, hey, wait. And I'm, it's crazy how that anticipatory set that you provide. Like, I'm thinking you're going to drop this big big nugget from some deep thinker. And you was like, pray. Yeah, I thought this was gonna be an Aristotle quote, Socrates, something from the Middle East, something from the medieval period.
Yeah.
You was like, pray.
It's a hard
Pray.
it is.
So, I mean, apparently you're a woman of prayer. You was like, write it down. And I want to tap in on that. And let me say this first, and then I will pose the question. We closed out the year at the church with this declaration. And I told people to say it 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, 9 times at night. This was the declaration. I stand under an open heaven and will receive everything God has for me. That was all. The Lord shared with me, start writing that 3 times a day. Start writing it 6 times a day. Start writing it at night. And he even said, when you're laying in the bed, just start writing it on the mattress. When I tell you, Cintoria,
woo,
listen to this. So you felt all that. When I tell you some things miraculously started happening, or we became more aware of what God was doing in the life of the church, not just for me, the people of God. One woman goes home and does it. She gets a call to work from home after retiring twice.
ooh.
Huh? The choir goes out to minister, and one week, the next week they come back and bless the choir with a love offering. Another woman is working a job. It gets a major promotion on from that job to another job in the same in the same company that just totally blew her out of her mind. And she was like, I thank you for making us confess I stand under an open heaven. So for you, that was just my little tidbit. For you, when you said write it down, the power of writing does what for you exactly?
Oh, Lord. It brings it to life. It's like a story tale.
Okay.
Right? So many people have amazing stories on the inside of how they overcame some things, but even some things they want to manifest. For me, when I write it down, I get to see it. That's how the book came about, because I wrote my pain down. You know what I mean? I wrote it down, but didn't know it was turning into a book. You understand what I'm saying?
A
So
movement now.
everything, a
A
movement.
movement. We're
Yeah.
going to call it a book, a service, a product, and a movement.
Because I remind people, you're in the right room. Don't ever doubt that. Like, you're in the right room when God allows you to manifest anything. You know what I mean? When you can speak with your tongue. And so that's why I always try to remind myself, watch what you say, Cintoria, because you're speaking life. Either it's negative or is it going to be positive? Which one are you going to take? You know what I mean? And so that's what's important. Like, you have to write it down, just like you have to sign your name.
Right.
You know,
For it to be legal, the document.
God, you know where I'm going. Come on, preacher. Come on, preacher. Man, I just gave you a sermon, baby.
Listen. I will say Cintoria, one of my life coaches gave it to me.
Your
Yeah.
signature. You manifesting it. And
Yeah.
it's signed, sealed, and this, look, go ahead, deliver it to God because you wrote it down. Pray over it. And that's truly what I believe. And that's where I know that God has consistently been on my mind to say, if you don't use your platform to help bring the message, you sleeping on yourself. Because a lot of times, even as leaders, we get these thoughts like, ain't nobody gonna listen. You know, what would I say? How would I deliver it? Just deliver it. No matter what, just deliver the message. We are the postal service.
Come
we're
on.
the postal people.
Come
We have to deliver
on.
the message because
Listen.
Hey, we got to get out our own way. And that's what God is showing me. Like, use these platforms in a positive way, you know, to be an influence to people. Don't look at the bigger picture years from now. Look at the now, like, I'm preparing something for you. You don't know everything yet, but I'm preparing something for you. And it was for me to, like, hit up Cornelius. You know what I mean? Hit him up. and we received that energy. We knew what we may not have knew the whole story, but we knew something power was going to happen. You know,
Mhm.
so yeah, that's what it is.
Wonderful. So for individuals, we'll bring it to a close because I'm telling you, we already almost at 30 minutes.
Oh
Like
shoot,
that.
we are,
But
ain't we?
yes, I'm telling you, I want people to connect with you to get the book. Where do they go get the book?
www.cintoriafranklin.com.
Hold on, let me put that up here. Let me
Yeah,
put that up here.
it's going to be updated tonight, so you'll have a way to capture and get the book. Also, the you can inbox me at Cintoria Franklin if need so.
What is it now? www.
.CintoriaFranklin.com.
Is that capitalized?
Nah, it don't matter. Just type in Cintoria Franklin. It'll pop up.
Okay,
Yeah,
Frank
yeah. So
dot com.
.com. So I will let you know when the website go back live. I'm literally working on. I have to update some things on there.
Okay, who's doing your website? I
I
mean,
am
okay.
very soon a team.
Is that it right there?
Yes, that's it.
Got you. So we
It
go
works.
to www.cintoriafranklin.com. I actually
Yeah.
have somebody who does website designs and things professionally, who's my friend, and I will contact with you, bring you to him to you, and he and I do a radio show called The Christian Business Connection. So his
Ooh,
name is Ronald Jasmine. But go to
okay.
www.cintoriafranklin.com. We can get the book. Can we get it? You have any merchandise?
Yes, I actually sell hair growth oils, and the hair growth oil sells in 3 camps in Nashville, Tennessee. So, of course, I'm a hairstylist. I definitely believe in promoting beauty and wellness. Uh,
Okay.
my hair growth oil has been successful, helping grow women and men hair. So, yeah, I would definitely have that on there.
Okay. And then becoming if what are do you have any packages for us who are needing a life coach now?
Oh, man. So that's what I'm working on right now. Go
Ah,
ahead. You better
ready.
do that.
So let me speak that. You need to when I go to that website, I might not I might not want any hair growth oil. I'm cool for now. So
Yes.
I get the book, but that life coaching, because life coaching is so big and people don't understand that
Yes.
listen, the best in life had coaches.
Yes.
You
Yes.
listen, you being from Chicago, I'll let you have it. I was never a Bull fan or a Jordan lover, but he had a
Ooh.
coach. But he
Yeah.
had a coach.
He had a coach.
He had a coach. Like everybody that we celebrate at that level, people who operate at their highest, for some reason, can attribute a lot of their success to coaching.
Yes. Yes. That's
So
right.
there's
That's
a
right.
lot of women that's broken, young girls, even men. If a man wants to be coached, and I think they do, we need coaching and mentorship. We can reach out to you, CintoriaFranklin.com, and
Yes.
get your life coaching, especially those of us who have the scars. Scars mean we're healed from the mental illness slash wellness, uh, department or experience. We
Yeah.
definitely you definitely can speak to young women on that.
Yeah.
And so on. Do you go? When are you going to set up a platform for you to speak and talk about, your book, your mental wellness, your journey, you being an overcomer? Because
And
I
that's
think it's needed and necessary.
yeah. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm
Okay,
supposed to
okay. Let me
doing
hush. Let me
that's
hush.
yeah. Now you cool. That's when I'm those the conversations that I'm having. And again, when God puts something on your heart, it's just confirmation. You get
That's
those
it.
it's over and over again. You just gave me another confirmation.
It's like we just right. She said
You
this
know
is
what I
about
mean? Because why? I've written it down. I spoke it to life. So it doesn't surprise me when God sent people to say the smallest things because
uh-huh.
I know that, oh, that was what I was praying for.
Mm,
That's what I written down in my notes. Like, this is the platform that I'm setting up for myself because why? It's needed. It's needed.
gotcha. It's needed.
And
Well,
God is good.
listen, we're getting off of here because guess what, girlfriend? A Capricorn, it's still our birthday month and our birthday season. Hey, Capricorn's in the
Yeah.
house.
Yes.
Any last say from you before we get off of here? I'm grateful and thankful that you and I done this the way we done it, organically today. And as we move further into other podcasting opportunities, I wanted to see you personally, and you can meet me and get into the mics and things and other cameras. And I promise you, ain't nothing like it, girl. Ain't nothing like the lights, camera, in action.
Let's do
Promise
it.
you.
Let's do it. If I could leave one thing, I would probably say to someone who's watching, don't be afraid to live.
Don't be afraid to live.
Don't be afraid to live. It ain't gonna hurt you.
It's not gonna hurt you to live.
It's not.
Because you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose regardless. Living, but you're gonna lose more if you don't even attempt to live.
Yeah. But celebrate.
Don't lose out on that opportunity. Celebrate.
Celebrate yourself.
And listen, I'm gonna say this, and we're getting off of here. Even celebrate you when you make a mistake. I mean, not nothing deliberate and really critical and to cause dysfunction in people's life. But when you make a mistake, celebrate you. Get back up. Hold boundaries, not grudges. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah. Well, listen, y'all, we're getting off of here. I thank God for Cintoria Franklin. Let me put her website back up. Please check her out. It's been Conversations with Cornelius. I'm your host, Cornelius. And the next time we do this, it's going to be her show. See, that's what she didn't know. It's going to be her show. I'm going to provide her the platform. She's going to bring on some guests, and we're going to have us a marvelous time.
We're going to rock.
We're going to rock. We're going to rock.
Right now I'm in my bedroom, but we're going to make it happen.
Well, that's okay. But the next time. Yeah.
And I want y'all to know, no matter where y'all start, keep going.
Just got to start somewhere, don't you?
Keep going. You better.
Yeah. And remember, hold boundaries, excuse me. Hold boundaries, not grudges. Let them see that lovely smile as we get off here, girlfriend. Peace and blessings.